What's up, YouTube? My name is Jason, and this is my take. And I want to wish you guys a happy new year. It's 2022, our third pandemic year, because we're stupid. But in all seriousness, though, I hope everybody's happy, healthy, had a great holiday season. But it's a new year, more Jason's take. We got a lot that we're going to be doing this year on the channel. I'm really excited. And this week, I got a couple quick reviews I wanted to get for you guys for some projects that came out later in December. And today, we're going to start with the new Nas album, Magic. Listen, we know who Nas is at this point, one of the greatest rappers of all time, known as one of the greatest storytellers the game has ever seen. We think of classics like Illmatic, arguably the greatest rap album of all time, Stillmatic, It Was Written. But even though those are albums that came out in 90s, early 2000s, and there's been a lot of time in between then with projects that were cool or mediocre, it's not really what we know Nas for. What he's done though, over the last 2 years is something to behold without question. Alongside producer of the year, without question, Hit Boy, we got 2020's King's Disease, and then probably a year later, maybe less than a year later, we got part 2 of King's Disease, which was my favorite rap album, the best rap album of 2021. And if you guys haven't watched my top 10 rap albums video, what are you doing? Go ahead and watch that. Nas is really hungry, like the way he's rapping at such an older age in the game, I don't know, I feel like there's so many people that can't do that. Like Jay-Z is a guy who's still doing that type of thing as well, but man, Nas just sounds so young. Like he's rapping like he's still a teenager. And having a producer like Hit Boy who now knows him so well and just laces him with bangers and just great beats, amazing production. It's like, how can Nas go wrong at this point? So like I said, last year, I think in August, we got King's Disease 2, which was amazing. The better of the King's Disease, in my opinion. And then in December, like 4 months later, Nas and Hit Boy drop another one right here, Magic, 9 tracks. And like, what can this man not do? Like, how does this keep happening? Now, while we do get some of that typical Nas on a King's Disease 2 with some trap beats and some more, brighter production in areas on this project, Magic right here, Nas is rapping over much more darker production given to him by Hit Boy and is rapping out of his mind and bruh, he does it again, man. And let's just dive right into some of these moments here, man, because oh my goodness, man. I'm blown away, if you can't tell, at just what Nas is doing, in this stage in his career. Speechless sets the tone perfectly for this album, which, as I said, does take more of a darker sound throughout. And this is a great beat, but then it has this transition that just kind of comes. I was not expecting it as soon as Nas goes into the hook of the song, and it's just menacing, man. And the way that Nas was rapping over this thing, he had so many different flows. He'll be rapping and then he'll speed it up really quick and then just stop. It's man, what is this dude on right now, man? Another highlight for me comes right after with the track Meet Joe Black. And this was so nostalgic. This really felt like a vintage Nas track. I don't know who upset Nas on this track or who the specific person is that he's referencing, but I'm scared for this person because Nas is not happy, man. I love how Nas wrote the beat on 4016 Building as he's opening up about hate and jealousy that he experiences from his own people, from where he came from. And I thought it was interesting how he talked about how when you do grow as an artist and you come up, it's those that you grew up with, the ones that you were closest to from back home that aren't as happy for you and the success that you have. And that's difficult to deal with, but it's also very frustrating. I love the melody over the boom bap drums that Hit Boy laces Nas with on the song Hollywood Gangsta as well. It's honestly a pretty simple beat, but it's what Nas needed, and he did what he needed to do. It was very exciting to see Nas team up with DJ Premier on the song Wave Gods. That also has a dope feature from A$AP Rocky. I am always still hoping that Nas and DJ Premier put out a collab album as well. I love Nas and Hit Boy. They're great. One of the best rapper-producer duos in the game right now. But if I can get a Nas Primo collab, the song The Truth is a song that I could definitely hear on Illmatic. It feels so East Coast, and it really just speaks to the talent that Hit Boy has as a producer, a West Coast producer at that, to be able to give Nas these vintage New York East Coast beats. Like, that's real versatility. That's like really how you connect with the artist and build that chemistry. The outro Dedicated also has another amazing beat switch by Hit Boy. Goes from a more upbeat, soulful type beat to a darker boom bap beat, and they both hit perfectly, especially with Nas floating over both. And with this song Dedicated, like it really speaks to Nas, because I, as a fan, I in no way question the dedication and the hunger and the ability of a Nas this late in his career, despite, you know, some more mediocre moments in his past, like after his rise. This dude has caught a second win, man. Now, the only track, in my opinion, that I didn't really care for was the song Woo for the Children. I did want a little bit more from the production side. I know on the song Ugly, for example, there were no drums on it, but I really did enjoy the song, and the melody carried a lot of punch to it as Nas was rapping over it. And I kind of wanted more of that on Woo for the Children, that also didn't have drums and was led with the melody, but the melody didn't do much for me, and Nas himself, while he was rapping well, didn't really do much to save it as well. So that was probably my only gripe with this project, the song Woo for the Children. And to like end this thing off, man, like I think how I feel about Nas is how I feel about Tom Brady. Like, Nas is like the rap Tom Brady. At such an older age in the game, when a lot of people stop rapping or retire, this dude just keeps going. He's pumping out amazing verses like we've heard in the past. Like, I've never seen anything like this, honestly. And with Hit Boy just being on the run that he is with Nas and so many other artists, it's only fitting that these two continue to create amazing moments in hip hop. Like, these are history book type moments, in my opinion. And it's also great because I can't remember which song it was, but Nas did tease that King's Disease 3 is on the way as well. Like, this man is far from done. Like, he's probably going until he's 90, man. Like, at this point, I'm here for it. This thing was great. Like, I love it. But listen, man, I'm just excited to see what Nas does next, man. King's Disease 3 is coming. I'm curious if he's gonna also still work with any other producers and do anything as well in terms of full-length projects. But man, Nas, Magic, amazing. I'm gonna give this project a 8.5 out of 10. So what were you guys' thoughts on this new Nas project? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What were your favorite tracks? Let's have a discussion down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Got another video coming for you guys this week. Please like and subscribe to the channel. I'm Jason. This has been my take. I'll see you next time.